right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. We're going to do a singles reading. We're going to see what's coming out. You will notice the scene's different. It is because I'm having to share the house today, but rest assured, we're going to get some videos popped out because we're not going to go without them. So we're going to do singles. We're going to see what's coming in. Friendly reminder, guys, if you want a personal reading, a one-on-one session, I'll offer a tarot course, social media, all of that's at my website, okay? There's someone that's about to approach you. This person, in their mind, they're planning for a future. Now, this person's juggling whether or not they should take a leap and offer you something. This could either be an Aries or it's a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that's about to do this. Regardless, it doesn't matter this person's sign. You got somebody up in their feelings, okay? You got someone up in their feelings. This could have been someone that tried to move on from you. This could be someone who's at a place where they are trying to find peace in their life and they're going to come across you. So this could be a past person, but it could be a new person. I'm going to let you keep an open mind. I'm going to let you figure it out on yourself, whether you want it to be a past person or a new person. This person, though, is indecisive. Now, in their mind, they're planning for a future with you because they see you as a soulmate or a twin flame. They see you as someone that they have like a deep connection with. They can't explain it, but they can't ignore it. And they want success. They want victory. So this is someone who's going to offer you their cup, offer you love with the fact of, but I want you. I'm not offering you love just so I can waste the next 2 weeks with you. That's not what this is about. It's about me offering you love and saying, hey, I'm here and I ain't going nowhere. Take the cup. Please take the cup. What is it? Okay, so let's see what this is. This person could be having a lot of anxiety. This person could be anxious. If this is someone you already know, it's someone who sabotaged the connection between you two and could have really not wanted to crumble a foundation or could have not wanted to communicate when it was necessary or when it was possible. So this is either someone coming in who missed their shot, or this is someone completely new who is anxious and who has kept the conversations and the actions very minimal, so much so that it's like, okay, what are we doing here? Feeling the desire to invest, feeling the desire to have equal give and take and for something significant to change. So this is someone fantasizing about major change with you. This is going to be someone for some of you that you're going to feel is very aggressive. Male or female, it does not matter. This person's going to come off very aggressive towards you. Very like, I know what I want and I'm not scared to say it and I ain't scared to go after it either. So move the hell out of my way. That's going to be this person's energy. How are potential suitors viewing you? Someone who's So potential suitors view you as someone who wants truth, someone who wants clarity, someone who wants a new beginning. They view you as someone who's maybe wounded, guarded, defensive. They view you as someone who's like, listen, I'll give it another shot, but what kind of shot are we doing? Are we shooting with bows? What are we shooting with? Are we shooting with guns? I need details first. That's how people view you. But they do view you as someone who's one of a kind. Because in this card, there's mountains, but there's eagles. You don't see an eagle every day, at least a bald eagle. So I feel that people, at least potential suitors, view you as someone rare, someone different, someone unique, someone that you don't come across every day, someone who's overcome challenges and obstacles, but someone who could be a little cold because there's snow in this card too. So you're the kind of person who could eat them and spit them out if you're not careful. You're the kind of person who maybe a lot of people don't know how to deal with you. A lot of people don't know how to handle you. And again, if you have been very wounded, because this is the Wounded Warrior card, which means you've been through things. As Lil Wayne says, been through hell and back. I can show you vouchers. How do potential suitors view you? But they view you as something. They view you as someone who wants something balanced and healing. They view you as someone who is wishing or hoping for maybe some sort of marriage or consistent stability in a foundation. Some people could view you as someone who wants to build a firm foundation and security, and it's something that you're wishing and you're hoping for, and you're even going so far as to go towards the new beginnings that feel that balanced and feel like they're set in that divine path. But people could also view you as someone who just ain't got there yet. People view you as the kind of person who's like, why are you single? There's a reason you're single. You got a story, and I want to know your story because there's a reason that you're single. And I guarantee it ain't something as simple as, oh, I ain't been picked. That's how people view you. They view you as someone who's very hopeful that you're going to get what you want, though. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. How is this person feeling for you? This person wants to give you clarity around something that they weren't willing to change or see. So if there was a foundation they needed to allow to crumble and they wouldn't, they want to give you clarity and truth around that. If there was something that they needed to say or something that they needed to do, again, whether it was shadow work, get over fear, get over anxiety, there is something this person didn't do. They stayed in a comfort zone. They stayed in an energy of, I don't have an epiphany. I don't see it. When it's literally truth smacking them upside the face. So they're wanting to come in and give you truth. If this is someone you already know, they view you as the person that they sabotaged a connection with because they weren't willing to change something, or they weren't willing to see something clearly. They weren't willing to do something differently. Now, for some of you, there is something that you're needing to do differently when it comes to how you're approaching people that you're dating. So you could be approaching people in the same way, in the same form, in the same fashion, wanting a new beginning, but you're not recognizing that you're not necessarily changing things that needed to be changed. So this could be your approach. This could be your mindset. This could be what you're willing to give versus what you think you should receive. There is some sort of truth or clarity that you're needing that is going to have to be led in by an epiphany. And it could be around you sabotaging. You saying, yes, I want a new beginning. I want A, B, C, or D. But you also dealing with the same cats, but expecting them to be dogs. It's like you're going to the pound and saying, I want a cat, I want a cat, I want a cat. But you went to the pound for dogs. How is this making sense? In order to get something different, you're going to have to show up different. For some of you, you could be recognizing that there was something in your past where you wanted to be very stubborn, very in charge, very I'm in control. So much so that you felt you could have been offering your love. But if you look back, you might recognize that you were so anxious and worried in that scenario or that relationship that you actually didn't show up differently. So some of you could have recently got out of a relationship, dealt with someone, tangled with someone, entertained someone, and you could have showed up in a form where it's like, but I'm offering you love, I'm giving you my cup, I'm doing. But if you take a step back and look at it, you might actually see that you didn't show up differently. You could have thought that you did, but you didn't. And that could be leading you to another moment or another instance of shadow work. Now, some of you've recently got out of that. And that's what's allowing you to get to that new beginning because you're seeing something so differently. It isn't always about how everyone else is showing up. Sometimes you got to look at yourself and say, okay, was I being too mean? Was I being too hateful? Was I being too nice? Was I being too accommodating? Was I loving them more than I was loving myself? What place do I have in this scenario? And that's what a lot of you are doing. Now, again, I feel that this could be an external person, though. someone here could be really sad and disappointed. If you have an ex or someone like that still attached to your energy, they could be sad and disappointed about giving up on this connection and relationship prematurely. They could have been really focusing on the future. My ships are coming in. Where's that ship at? So much so that they could have got on the wrong ship. And they could be really disappointed in that. And they could want to have a conversation with you about the fact that they wish they would have enjoyed the time with you more instead of thinking too much about the future. Now, I don't know if that person's going to want to get back with you, but some of you, you're going to have a conversation with an ex or someone you once entertained where they're going to say, you know, I wish I would have just enjoyed it being us. I wish we would have just enjoyed the time with us, because I'm looking back and seeing that I didn't put effort, time, and dedication, and I'm waiting for something to pay off. But why would it pay off when I didn't really put in effort, time, and dedication? All right. So this person coming towards you, what do they want? Well, they're definitely not indecisive. We do know that. What do they want? They want to drop their guard. They want to drop their wall. Yeah, for some of you, this is something that's been very slow moving. Sorry, I cut my finger wide open. This is something that's been very slow moving, or it's something that you or someone that you've not talked to in a long time. There is recognition here, though, that someone could have been very emotionally manipulative, emotionally unavailable, emotionally aloof. Someone here did not want their emotions involved at all. And someone here is getting full recognition on where they wish they could have showed up differently. So, a lot of you, either here recently or here coming up, are reevaluating your own choices, your own actions. And I think you're going to see that there's been connections, or a connection specifically, where you felt that you were toxic or that it brought the worst side out of you. And you're going to go kind of down like a rabbit hole of why. Now, for some of you, you're then going to go to someone new. And it's going to be a little bit of energy of like, finally, I'm finally getting my wish. I'm finally getting what I've hoped for. I'm finally getting my new beginning. And it's because you're really being honest with yourself in a way that you never have before. You're really changing your approach. You're changing your way. You're changing yourself. And you're leaving behind this very defensive, guarded aspect. Whether this is a new person or a past person, someone is finally coming in and after what feels like forever. It's like, finally, I'm finally getting what I want. So you've either been single for forever, you've waited on this person for forever, or it's taken a while for this understanding on what part you've had in your relationships to come to the forefront of your brain so you could grasp it, so you could understand it, and so you could apply it. Something's going to be picking up speed. You guys will be having a commitment coming in here within maybe the next 3 weeks to 3 months. Some of you, maybe 3 days. Somebody will be offering their love, and it's going to progress. It's also going to help you get out of a season or a time where you feel lack, alone, not enough. A lot of you, again, are reevaluating all of that. Where did I put myself out in the cold? Where did others put me out in the cold? What actions did I play to put myself out in the cold? And then for some of you, there's going to be communication with someone where there could have been collaboration. So if this is a past person, this person's going to come in and say, hey, I want to talk to you and I want to give you a message of truth. Could be a message of bad news, but I feel like it's going to be an honest conversation. If this is someone from the past, they're going to say, hey, I'm really sorry that it took me so long to come back around, to come in. But in that time, you've come to terms with the side of you that's not healthy, that's not okay, that's not beneficial in relationships. Somebody here could have been the kind of person where it was like, oh, you're going to do that? Well, fine. I'm done. I'm out. I'm over it. And that's fine. But then ask yourself, why do you feel that you have to be so rigid in how you're responding? Why do you feel that you can't just detach your energy and go, okay, wait a second, this is triggering the fuck out of me. Let me see why. So if this is a past person, I think they're going to tell you that they were really scared and that's why they never offered their love. But then you're going to be able to say, no, I get it. I would have been scared of me too. I wouldn't have offered me anything. Okay. Now, if this is a new person, this person's going to come in and give you a message of truth or maybe a message of bad news around something happening in their life. And they could be dealing with either a mother figure, a boss, or a baby mama, baby daddy, someone that they once were growing with, someone that they're not. But they could be giving you a message of bad news around that. Like, hey, listen, I've got something going on in my life right now. I want to collaborate. But I also have something kind of crumbling underneath my feet. This could be someone losing their home. This could be someone that's having to move. This could be someone who's having to switch jobs up. Now, if this is a past person, both of you have really gotten out of the energy of acting from a place of fear and from a place of sabotaging. And there will be a conversation about that as well, because you guys are matching each other's energy. You're matching each other's energy in the fact of, I want to take action. I want to be mature in how we handle this. I don't want my emotions to get the best of me. One of you could get very emotional to the point where it becomes very toxic. Now, I'm really bad for that. If I get very emotional, I'm going to block you. I'm going to delete you. I'm probably going to hurt your feelings because my feelings are hurt. I'm the worst for that. That's what I'm getting. I feel somebody could act that way. So be aware and be conscious. But that could also be a past side of you that you've had to deal with, you've had to conquer, you've had to understand, you've had to come to terms with. And when you come to terms with and you understand it, it's easier to deal with it. It's easier to conquer it. So once this person approaches you and you guys have that conversation, where's this going to go? It's going to go to a new beginning. It's going to go to a new beginning where there's going to be stability. It's going to go to a new beginning where there's going to be a changed perspective around maybe what took so long, why it felt blocked, why it felt like everything. This could be, again, the energy of like, I feel you're a stalemate. Well, if that's the case, you might find that this person actually isn't a stalemate, but there was things blocking a foundation where you both felt that you could give this everything. And until you could change your perspective and allow that woundedness to be gone, both of you had to feel that this was a missed opportunity. And both of you had to feel that there was so much discontentment that it couldn't be worked out, it couldn't be conquered. Because the magician is about recognizing that you can have something and then going after it. You can recognize you can have something all day, but if you don't go after it, you're not going to have it. And that's what's happening here if this was a stalemate relationship. Now, if this is someone new, there's a changed perspective here around what will be taking place. There's going to be a lot of healing taking place in this relationship. There could be family or friends that are going to be discontent with this relationship because they are going to feel blocked. So this could be family or friends who are like, but you're supposed to be spending time with me. What happened? Why are you not spending Thursdays with me anymore? Make sure that you're being respectful and having conversations with them. Don't just flake on them. Don't just dip out. Tell them, hey, listen, I want to make this priority. I would like for this to be the focus of my growth, and I hope you understand, but I'm going to kind of take my energy back for a few months while I focus on this. If they're your true family and friends, they will understand, they will respect it. But if you don't have those conversations, you might find that people are going to get very irritated and annoyed, and rightfully so, because you're not being respectful enough to tell them what you got going on. So family members or friends might get a little discontent. Well, we never see you anymore. We never hear from you anymore. They always get your focus. They're everything, right? And that could be a little bit of a blockage because it could make you guys be a little bit of like, oh, I don't want that to happen. I'm kind of changing my perspective. The last time I got consumed by a relationship, it really took me down. I felt wounded. And you guys might end up taking 4 hours, 4 days, or 4 weeks apart. But I feel that that's only going to be because of pressure of others. I feel that others are going to be uncomfortable with your guys' relationship and dynamic, mainly because they're not going to understand the pull to one another. They're not going to be able to see everything clearly. I'm seeing a lot of fog. So I feel that it's a little bit of like, where have you been? Where are you going? Why don't you want to go out with us 5 nights a week anymore? You used to be the bachelor or bachelorette that was always down to party with us. What do you mean you want to be the homebody now? We don't understand. We don't get it. We can't wrap our head around it. That could be something that's going to happen when you and this person come together. And again, that could be something that's going to have to be conquered. There could be a lot of anxiety and worry over maybe things that you guys see as toxic, things that are going to feel like it's pulling you guys away from one another. So those are going to have to be overcome, just so you know, okay? All right, I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.